Hi, good morning. My name's Ronan Cleary and I'm the owner of Eagle Dreams Digital Media. This morning I'm here to talk about some tips and tricks on behalf of the Waterford student enterprises for students and for parents and teachers. Okay, so I have a small presentation that I'm going to go through. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out afterwards. Happy to answer them. We will share this. So just bear with me 1 second. We just get this ready. So, all should be ready. So this morning I'm going to talk about, won't take too long, promise, overview of online tools, getting paid online, and safety on online safety and stuff that can be worked for. So one of the tools that I talked to the students about was the digital resources, downloading free images, copyright-free images, and using some online free resources that they can use, like unsplash.com, where you can get millions of free images that can be used for print, website, anything that they need it for. One of the big things that we talked about was setting up a free and new Gmail address, especially for the team project. So they set up a new Gmail address. They will all have access to this Gmail address. They set it up themselves, and they create the password between themselves. This means that they have access to all the online stuff, and they can set it up using their Gmail address. They can set up using a free website. They can start at their own free website with that Gmail address using sites.google.com. It's a free website builder provided by Google, so they can set up their own website have under sites.google.com. It's no cost. They can have they can all log in through that new Gmail address and so on. If they decide that they want to use some of their funds to set up a website, one of the DIY websites that's out there, like Shopify or Stripe or Wix, they can do that, okay? But again, there is costs associated with that, so I just want to go through the costs that are behind it. The three that they could use is Shopify, Wix, or Squarespace. Either of those are very useful, will do what they need them to do, as well as the Google website will do. Just the cost behind it, just be mindful of the costs associated with them. With Shopify, they do have a 14-day free trial, so they can see if it's the platform that they like. But after that, there is a basic monthly cost, and it is a monthly cost of $29, okay, to $29 a month. So if they do sign up for it and they do, that's a cost. Make sure then that it's cancelled at the end of the project or when the program, the enterprise, is finished. So make sure that. Same with Wix is another kind of platform as well. That's slightly cheaper, a little different. The interface is a little different. That's cheaper, but the one that they would need on that one is $8.50 a month. Okay, so again, it's a monthly cost. Make sure it works like that. Squarespace is a different platform again, and their price is squarespace.com, and their prices is at €15 a month. So make sure is that if they on Squarespace, there's a possibility to pay for it annually. Make sure it's monthly, because it's you don't need it for the entire year. Okay, so it's a monthly charge, and then it finishes. You can stop the payment then when the project is finished. The other things to be mindful is when they are paying online, or they're charging online or selling online, there is transaction costs. Okay, so the transactions costs. Now, there is no transaction costs unless they sell something, unless their customer buys something for them. So there's two ways of that, through Stripe or PayPal, and they are free to sign up for, and they can use their Gmail address. Now, there will have to be the responsibility of someone will have to say, yes, this is my account, because you have to prove that you're real for anti-money laundering purposes. And then the money has to be transferred into a real bank account. So they'll have to prove so someone in the team or a parent in the team will have to take responsibility for that. But it's not, that's all. It's only when the money is paid online. It's only when they sell something online then the transfer of money comes in, right? So it's important to be aware of that. So the PayPal charges are 3.4% plus 35 cents per transaction. Okay, so whatever the full amount of the transaction is that's going to be paid for by the customer, the PayPal will charge 3.4% plus 35 cents a transaction. Okay, if you use Shopify, if they decide to use Shopify, the transaction fee is lower, like it's only 2%, so it's a lower, but you have that $29 fee a month, right? Stripe is lower again, so Stripe is 1.4% plus 25 cents a transaction, so that is lower again. With each of these, you can, when you've signed up and log into their dashboard, their platform, you can send emails to customers with a button on it, and they get able to submit their credit cards on that. The students will never have to ask for credit card numbers over the phone or write down credit card numbers. They'll never be responsible for anyone's credit card number. They will never need that, so they will use these platforms. All that safety precautions, all that responsibility lies with either Stripe or PayPal, whichever one they decide to use. So they will never need to know someone's credit card number, and they should never have to ask for it. Okay, never have to ask for it. They will never have to give out their bank account details, never submit their bank account details, PIN numbers or anything like that. They would never give out those details. There is no requirement for that, okay? Some online safety precautions to take, and just to be of a peace of mind, is that if they haven't got a Revolut card or a Revolut account, or Revolut account is a pay-as-you-go credit card. It's a virtual pay-as-you-go card, so the money is added onto the credit card. Okay, so there's no accumulated debt, so only the money that is added to it can be spent. Very useful, very safe. And then if they need to buy stock or products or resources or anything they need to buy, they can create a virtual Revolut credit card number from their Revolut account and use that number, so that can last a week or a month, and then it's over. So it's very safe to use those credit card numbers, and there's only the money that's lodged into the account that's able to be used, not anything extra. Okay, so if that's the maximum that can be spent from it, right? Other things that I discussed with the students is never give out their own personal bank details, never give out their PIN numbers, never answer phones, text messages, clicks on links, download zip files that come from people that they do not know. Okay, so it is very safe. Okay, there is a rule of checks in place with the Stripe and PayPal to make sure that the credit cards are kept safe and they're responsible for them. If there is ever any difficulty on it, they have procedures in place to refund the correct cards, refund the customers, and so on. But they are used widely throughout. I am sure if you've bought something online over the last 18 months, you have used the Stripe platform or the PayPal platform without a doubt. So thanks for listening to me this morning. I hope it was useful. Again, if you have concerns or questions, please reach out through the enterprise board, and we'll get the details back to you, or through reach out. I'm happy to help and reassure you that the procedures in selling online is safe. It's easy to do, and they can get access, and the guys can enjoy the benefits of selling online. So best of luck with your students, best of luck with the process, and I hope to see you soon. Thanks, take care, bye.